All right, it is Sunday, March 29th, 2026. We're out here at Huntington Beach near the pier for Hot Rods and Heroes. We did cover this one last year. It is early, it is foggy, and the cars are still rolling in. What a fantastic event this was last year, so we decided to bring it to you again this year. I did not film a video last week, so I skipped a week. First time I've skipped a week in quite some time, so it's kind of a nice little rest there. But this is going to be a fantastic one, and we're going to get started. We're going to go cover this one right now. So the police car is moving. Early morning fun out here in the fog. Morning. Oh, thanks. Gonna get some more roll-ins. People are waking up, getting their coffee, heading down here. It's a truck. All kinds of stuff rolling in now. Everybody's waking up. 70. Next week I got Broadway Motor Gala in downtown LA as a maybe for Saturday. It's an afternoon show. It's a most likely, to be honest with you. Sunday we got Long Beach swap meet on the 5th. Rolling still, we got the swinger. Coming up on the 11th we got Good Guys in Del Mar. That's next week. 2 weeks from now, 18th, we got Mopar Spring Fling on the 18th. I might have to take my daughter somewhere that day, so hopefully it's in the afternoon. She was mentioning something on the Impala here, 58. 19th, we got Pomona. Pomona swap meet, and then 25th, we got Chino corn beef, so. Gasser. So the tentative list will be in the comments section shortly after the video post. I can't remember if I probably added something to it recently. I don't remember what it was. My mind's a blur right now. Very nice Chevelle wagon. Got the OBS dually.
Good morning. Welcome to Hot Rods and Heroes.
63, 409. More roll-ons coming. If people are waking up, I'm waking up. Ford Street Rod. Got 63 bet. Split window fuelie. Got a 21 window. So I have decided I do have to sell my van. I'd rather sell it to maybe some young guy that's getting into vans or something. I'd give him a hell of a deal and feel like everybody's happy. I'm not looking to get rich off of it. I will give him the information to the people that like to rent it every once in a while for movies. So at least they'll be able to make back some of their money. I'm going to put it out to the van group probably pretty soon. I'd be more than happy to provide a list of what I think it needs. to be completely honest, and I just want it to go to a good home. 65 rolling in. Set up. You saw the they have a bill, another Senate bill, not the one we normally talk about, to come up with a program for lowrider license plates, like let's say lowrider on it. 66 Le Mans convertible. There. 68 Camaro. Ford Ranchero. Oh, the vet's back. Yeah, these cars are all back. Chrysler. 300 convertible. What? They'll get you in. They'll get you in. Yeah, I think people didn't realize they had to go check in a block away or something before they roll in here. Trans Am. That's T-Bird. Got the little ones coming. Alright, so May we got a lot of stuff coming up too. I think we started off, I still might be doing Friday night at Temecula, which means I'll probably do it. Got a 40 Woody here. Riverside Show and Go. A lot of good stuff. What else we got? Santa Maria, which I booked my room for. I'm going to do Pismo because everyone kept asking every year, so we'll do that. Now we're getting all rolling. Next month is definitely when the car shows really start ramping up. The Beetle. Cal style. We're getting the parked vehicles now. If I miss any, I'll come back around. It's 7:30. The rolling's been going on for an hour and a half, so I'm assuming we're kind of towards the end of that. Unless a big glut of vehicles show up at a single moment. We're still working on the smog bill. I haven't really heard much on it. They're starting to get some press on it, though. I think they pretty much think it's going to go through the way it is, which obviously isn't what everybody wants, but it is something. It's nice. 67 RSSS Camaro 396 with the 4-speed. So haven't heard much. We don't have anything in the works for a what do you call it? A rally in Sacramento again. I haven't heard from Leno's people in a while, so. In fact, I may text him this week to see if he has any updates. This one's got an 8-track. What's he got in there? Bob Welsh. There you go. The 8-track on this Trans Am. Silver Anniversary Trans Am. This one is clean too. The kind of stuff they would be exempted. This one is the This is the Pontiac engine one. Yeah. Of course, the California ones came with the Olds motor. Maybe, I'm thinking the 77s. I'm guessing the 79s are the same. This Mustang 67. Also, this is where they did the Darker Waves concert though a few years ago, and the rumor is they're going to do another one, and the tickets are going to go on sale next week. That's the rumor. So I'll have to get tickets for that. So rumor is this week they're going to have the lineup, and then they'll put the tickets on sale. That's the internet rumor anyway. So if you like 80s new wave, keep an eye out for that. They're at Bronco. Daughter and I had a really good time at that. I think it was 2 years ago they did that. Nice F100. The unibody style side. GT fastback. So come around this way because you got chairs. Chairs grow wild out here in Huntington Beach. Actually hit a bunch of sales this week as well. Friday I ran to, there was like one Arcadia, I ran to some viewers of the channel. They were telling the lady running the sale, like, oh, he's on YouTube. He films all kinds of stuff, cars and things. And she showed me pictures. She bought a Nash Ram, or a Metropolitan. Nash Metropolitan. Nice Chevy pickup. Fleet side style. Dart swinger. So we've seen a lot of Mopars at Woodley Park on the 18th of April. So I got a good thrift store find story because it's happened not this past Monday, the Monday before, so it's been since the last video. So I go to Goodwill because Mondays they do, I'm a veteran, I've got it on my driver's license. You get 10% off at Goodwill, right? On Mondays if you have a veteran or military ID. So I went earlier in the day. Later on I picked my daughter up at school. She wants to go back to the Goodwill. I said, okay, we'll go. I went earlier and bought some things, but who knows, you know. I think it's going to be mostly the same stuff as earlier. So I'm walking past the art. I look over and I'm like, that's a Liechtenstein. So I was like, okay, I mean, it's probably a poster of a Liechtenstein. So I look at the back. It's stamped from it got a stamp from an art gallery. Turns out the art gallery closed at 91 in Beverly Hills. Come to find out, it is an artist print, not a poster. Sold by an art gallery in probably the late 80s, I would assume. So I got it for 14 bucks minus 10% military discount. And let's just say it's worth quite a bit more than that. But it's on my wall now. So got a it's 63. Fuel injected. It's the Fuelie. First year of the Stingray. The lights are trying to do their thing. I'm gonna buy this guy's 21 window bus. So yeah, it's probably my best find of the last couple weeks. That's definitely, I'd say that's probably the best find I've ever had at a thrift store though. So we got LA Roadsters coming up Father's Day weekend in June. So Friday I do the swap meet. Saturday do the car show, which I guess this year they're going to put the swap meet right next to the car show is what they're saying. So we'll see how that works out. Either way, we'll do 2 days out there. I had planned to do a booth for the swap meet, have my daughter run it while I film, but she is off for her cousin's wedding on her mother's side that weekend, so that's not going to happen. There's Ranchero. Also, I went to an estate sale in Chatsworth, not this week, but the week before, because they had a 64 Ford Galaxy XL through a hardtop. I figured they might have other car stuff, and they did not really, but wound up finding the guy's secret stash of like amazing blues records. So let's just say I spent a few bucks at that sale on records. How you doing? And yesterday I found a bunch of amazing 78s, including Sun Label stuff and old doo-wop and things like that. So I've got to catalog those and see which ones are playable, because they weren't in the world's greatest shape, but definitely some rare stuff. One thing I did find was an original copy of Richard Berry's original Louie Louie on 78, which I've never seen that. I've only seen the 45. I really do need to bring back the Mike Finds Things channel, just really haven't had time, but finding all kinds of good stuff. Alright, so this is Chevy truck here. Yeah, they're rolling in, but
they're like, no, you can't go over there. That's just special.
Last year when they let the crowds in at 10, they actually have an entry gate. It did get a little crowded, so that's the reason why I would like to get this shot as much as I can before 10. I think they're supposed to close the driving gate at 9. That's what they said. It's 56 Chevy. Yeah, Suburban. What car shows are you guys looking forward to this summer? Let me know in the comments. Oh, I don't think we're doing Washington State this year.
And my helper goes, hey.
Turns out my daughter's going with her mother to England around the same time.
What are you doing out there, dude?
So I said, yeah, I think you'd rather do that than get in the car and drive up to Washington with your dad again. Also, I just feel like doing it on my own, but I don't know, it's more fun with my daughter. I know the sound you hear, they're pressure washing the bike path over there. What does every car show by the beach need? That's right, more Cougars. 67 model, a yellow 55 Chevrolet. This guy's got his full setup going. Yeah, at that sale on Friday, I picked up my daughter a Victorian parlor chair. My daughter's gotten really into Victorian era stuff, so I said it was a really good deal. Nice 62 Impala convertible here. I got the lady had a lot of Victorian antiques, so they were very reasonably priced. So. Yeah, Thunderbird is still rolling in. Yeah, they're still rolling in slowly. Got the 56 here. Nice yellow and black. This is the guy I talked to last. I think I talked to this guy last year, if I remember right. Yeah, he's got all the traffic light viewers and all that stuff.
Yes.
I think I remember talking to the owner of this last year. It's like fully loaded, like power everything. Or that's how they lit the road here in the old days. They used the old lamp. Yes, that's a real flame. Okay. Like he's lighting it right now. See it? That's how they did it in the old days.
Yeah.
In the Model T days. There you go. Would I drive around at night these days like that? No. There you go, there's your gauge cluster. Sorry, no touch screen on this one. Who wants an iPad for a dashboard anyway? I don't. I like gauges. All right. We got the Speedster, Porsche Speedster. Smoke coming out of here. Look at that. She's smoking.
Oh, whoops.
Yep. All right, 64 Chevelle. It's fixing the smoking lantern as we speak. Sorry, no smog check on the Model T lanterns. Cal style bug. So I think I gotta get out of the bug. So I might be going to my mother's on Monday and I'll pull the bug out. I sorted out the brakes and then just haven't driven it since. Yeah, the Rat Rod. Yeah, Rat City Ruckus is the same day as Mopar. So we're doing Mopar. Travel budget is not what it was. Vintage bicycles. Firestone. Black Phantom Schwinn. I still have my 1956 Western Flyer. Made by Huffy. Sold by Western Auto Parts. Still have that one. In fact, I pulled it out of my shed the other day. There's the Schwinn logo. So yeah, travel budgets isn't there. YouTube, make sure you do like, subscribe, leave some comments. Tell your friends about the channel, because YouTube's been a bit slow. Yeah, algorithms are a little wonky as of late. It's that 40 Ford Woody we saw rolling in. Also, gas is expensive right now. Let's not get into a full discussion about that, but yeah, it does affect me being able to travel for stuff. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's currently about $5.56 a gallon here in Southern California. That's Nova. I see this guy at Long Beach all the time, which is coming up in a couple weeks. Once again. It's actually on Easter Sunday, so we'll see how that works for turnout. Usually I have a hard time finding something to film on Easter weekend. It's a Camaro. Nice 69. The Mustang here. It's got a supercharger. Supercharger on a Windsor. Signed by Bo Jackson. I think that says Bo Jackson. Usually see Carol Shelby, but I was like, I believe that's Bo Jackson. I think that's what that says. Football and baseball player. I think that's what that was. I don't know. I'm not going to stop to authenticate the signature, but actually one of my other favorite thrift store finds, Savers in Arcadia. I got an autographed 8x10 of none other than Kenny Rogers, made out to Benny Hannes. And it says, Benny Hannes, thanks for the great food, from Kenny Rogers, which is funnier because he owned his own chain of restaurants, Kenny Rogers Roasters. So it kind of makes it a little bit more interesting. But I bought that for $7 at Savers. It was hanging on the kitchen wall of my house. 5 two-door wagon. This is the Black Widow muffler booth. And we've got 2 trucks that are still covered. We'll try to see if we can come back around later when everything's got the covers off. Them chairs are growing wild in front of the 63 Chevrolet Impala 409 car. With the 4-speed. Shuffle through. This dually's it's got some wide hips on this dually here. The OBS style. I have a 90s truck. I have a 96 Ram 2500 Cummins diesel. Surprised we're not seeing more of those fixed up. Beautiful 64 Chevelle wagon. That interior. Kind of like the way this one is. Usually not a big fan of the blacked out chrome, but somehow it actually works on this one. How you doing? Willie's gasser. She's got a blown Hemi. Carmagia. Here we got the Volkswagen Beetle. Let's go through before he turns the music on. Oh, too late. Such a short clip till we get further away from the music. At least he turned it down a little bit. Got this Chevelle. I think we're far. Yeah, he turned it down well enough. I think we're okay. Some guys were supposedly working on getting the rules changed for that sort of thing. Hoping some more of these vehicles are uncovered when they come back around, so we'll just do that whole line at once. Stingray. There looks like a 60 El Camino under that cover. And a 67 GT500 Shelby Mustang. So he's a bit of a resto mod, so it's probably a, yeah, it's probably like a replica. It's got a, no, it's got a, well, that's like a, so it's got a Shelby American tag on it. It's got a modern console in it. So, I don't know. Mustang. Resto mod style. Of course, you can get those Shelby tags, the newer. You can't get them new. But, it's a GT 500. Let's see what we can get through here. See if we can find a way through.
Where you parked?
Right there.
Oh, I go, look. Oh, we'll get it all parked right there. Ah, we're close. Great. Nothing changes.
Pickup, street rod style. Looks like he extended the cab a bit because theirs are a bit cramped stock. Let's be honest with ourselves. Maybe not for modern size audiences, but nice 59 El Camino here. Anyone who's ever driven one of those old trucks knows.
You know, I was just doing the math. It took 2 years.
How you doing? Canadian Mercury crew cab pickup. The Mercury 250, the M250. Not an F250, an M250. Not a whole lot of these in the United States. Another Mercury pickup. Oh, get through here. These guys got parked last night. Or last year was a constant battle. People kept having to wipe down their cars because of the fog. Lots of moisture in the air this morning. Got that big Ford. This one is an F600. She's got crew cab, big commercial rig. Looks like they did the custom dually fenders there. There we go, bump side, crew cab, long bed. This is very, I'm not going to be able to see inside because of the fogged up windows there. But F350 crew cab, long bed, 4-wheel drive. This one's a F700. I think we saw this when we did the F100 National show at the RV park in Anaheim. Maybe like over a year ago. I think it was a couple of years ago. Got the boogie van. This van's a rockin', don't come a knockin'. Just did the National Boogie Van Day meet. It was in February. It's on the channel. It's a great van. It had the '83 Dodge van. If you want to see my van, go look at that video. It's in the video. Chevy Apache pickup. That's a short clip around the Fleetwood of the Mac over there. Do that. Yeah, 57 here. I'm sort of just still getting back in the swing. I haven't filmed anything in like 2 weeks. For Chevelle for sale. So remember them beach parking lot rules. 39, 900 on this one. It's a super sport model. She's a little on the low side, so we'll get mostly an overhead shot. Cars over here are still covered, so we will give them a chance to uncover. I think those are the ones that parked last night. I will double back this way. This Camaro. Impala. I'm trying to walk around. There's a stage right there, so I'd like to get this before the stage is active. Start doing, because usually they'll sound check with like Steely Dan or something. Suppose that's the thing, like it's the thing for these guys to do sound checks with playing Steely Dan. That's what I've heard. G-body Cutlass lowrider. They said they're doing a lowrider stamp program. I'm not sure how many people are going to want to ditch their original plates for lowrider plates, but see if it passes. See if they can get the. Because they have to get 7,500 orders apparently before they even go into production. Suburban. That shift knob, that's some serious woodwork in there. I got a table I got to refinish. I really nice mid-century octagon table yesterday for a very low price. Yeah, 70 Chevelle. That was where I wish my uncle was still around, because man, he loved doing stuff like that. He loved working with wood and refinishing stuff. Highway to Hell. Wait for some AC/DC. There was that one year at Rat City Ruckus, they had the AC/DC tribute band. They fooled me. I was filming, I was short clipping it, thinking it was actually, they were actually playing like the AC/DC record, the actual recording. Coming off. Yep. Everyone's waking up. I got my coffee. I drank my coffee on the way down. I drink one coffee when I film. That's it. Got the Chevelle. Here, let's just. All right, the GMC pickup. There you go. '62. We're over here where the vendor booths are now. Last year there were more cars down here. There was it was like car show, vendor booths, and more car show. So I walked down just to see how many we're dealing with this year at the Evil van. See this one at various shows and van events. He's got all the Evil Knievel memorabilia, like the lunchbox, which I still have mine. I always have to mention that. Key5. Maybe we probably get it over on this side.
He's got a,
people over there. These guys are having a conference over on the front on the other side. Nice K5. '68 Vet.
It's always yeah, never officially.
It's like there are cars coming in on this side. There's like a bunch of Tri-5s, it looks like. We got a second gen Camaro. She's been swapped on.
He wasn't a Phoenix guy.
Look, it's the beach. Hurst SC Rambler, the Scrambler. saw this at SEMA. Wasn't it like a couple of years ago? Fortunately, they didn't wipe it down yet, but it's a spectacular car. We'll just say that. I remember seeing that at SEMA. It was Nova. Got the Charger. Yeah, last year I remember it was a constant battle. People kept wiping down the cars and having to re-wipe them. Get that marine layer in the morning. There's Pacific Coast Highway right there. Now everybody's coming in late. Stingray. Yeah, Chevy pickup. And we'll get this because the custom auto sound booth is right there. So we'll get it before they turn up the old tunes. And we'll squeeze through. Going on this side now. Have to check out that SWAT vehicle here in a minute. That's Jordan Valley SWAT vehicle. Or sorry, West County SWAT vehicle. Yeah. Always cool to check these out. You have to break that out, there's a problem. They actually bring them out for the Rose Parade, like and you'll see them, yeah, the parade rolling through the parade route. You wait around after the parade, like I said. The whole Tri-5 Club still rolling in. They're still parking on this side. I got this 55 Nomad. Sun is coming up. It is warming up. I'm still wearing a sweatshirt for some reason. Coming through. Come on this side. Yeah, we got horses. This show's got everything. Huntington Beach mounted unit over there. I'm not going to get near those horses. They have 2 horsepower.
Yeah.
It's 56 4 hardtop. You don't see the 4 hardtop very often. 57 4 hardtop. Couple 55s. Got a chair farm growing back there, so you can't go that way. 55. 1970 Chevelle. Once again, there's a chair farm and a going on. There's 65. This is the crew cab Elko. Mach 1. So, the Holden from Australia. Great fire engine. Just packing a Cummins under there. The North Pole Fire Department. It's off season for that, but that's okay.
Because of course they're all like military specific.
So the fire rigs. Cadillac. I'm hoping this is the week I get my Cadillac out of my driveway, so to get it. That would be nice, the 56. Oh, now we got the police rolling through. GS. I thought the roll-ins were done like an hour ago. I was like, oh, okay. This big marine unit. Give it easier. Marine Corps brought them out. Navy guy, we had boats. Yeah, he's our USMC there. Wow. Yeah, I rode around on aircraft carriers when I was in the service. We got a Humvee club. I think this one might. I don't think these are in service anymore now. I don't believe they are. I know my buddy was a mechanic on the vehicles when he was in the Marines. Yeah, this is obviously not a it's obviously a civilian model. This one is for sale. It's covered in rhino lining. Let's do a walkthrough. I can't even pretend to reach my, well, maybe I can. Okay. If you look in the market for a Humvee, they do pop up at Pomona every once in a while too. Hopefully you can read that, I don't know. I know you could pick these up, I don't know if you still can at the auction, but they're very hard to get registered in California. If you have one that's already registered before they change the rules, I think you're in good shape. I'm registered out of state because a lot of states will let you register a vintage. They're considered vintage military vehicles at this point. I believe they have the GM diesels in them. It's got this one. See, there's like he tows this one. It's got a Pintle style tow rig there. Yeah, so this one's registered out in Montana. I know Montana is one of the states that's like really easy to register these. This one's tagged in California. So for a while I think they were letting them tag. The ones that are tagged, I think, are tagged now, and then that's that. But I've heard they are very difficult to tag here. Not sure if we can get through here. Let's try. Show you what's going on back here. About showing you all the military equipment.
doing, gentlemen?
It's good. There's what it is. Okay. It's one of these. This is what they shoot. All right. They have the shoot gun units. Yeah, I had a friend that was stationed at Pendleton. My buddy Jimmy, who gets me the pass for Turlock last couple of years. He's in the Marines down at Pendleton. And then he came to work for me when he got out of the Marines. I had my scooter shop for a while until he got a better job. I always joke that's what my Huntington Beach Fire Department rolling in. Military vehicles. Let's do it. All right. There we go. I'm not sure how to film one of these things. It's so big. It's huge. Our car is rolling in. This one's got a cast iron drip pan. That's glorious cast iron cookware. Like I found a glorious cast iron Dutch oven pan yesterday at Goodwill for $10. Vintage wearing, unmarked, pre-1960 because it doesn't say you made in USA. And a YouTube video, a couple YouTube videos about cast iron cookware. Oh God. I think there's everything on YouTube. I have a little collection going so far. Several pans, and then now got the Dutch oven pot. All vintage stuff. I can go camping. We'll start making beans and stuff. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a car show cooking channel. It'll be more interesting. Filming car shows, cooking bacon and beans and stuff, chili. That'd be good. Cars over here, and we'll zigzag through, and I think I might actually have to speed it up a little because there's Impala here. This one's got a 4-speed. 4-speed 396, car 66. So there's a lot of cars on this side. We still got to go back to on the other side of the vendors. We still have a whole lot more over there. Drug Enforcement Agency. There you go. Coming to get you in a 60 Cadillac.
I jumped out because I wanted to make sure that I didn't run. I pulled over.
Drug Enforcement Agency telling you I bought some pot at Goodwill. Except it wasn't that kind of pot. The kind you cook with. Austin Healy 3000 there. How you doing?
Getting in on the shot.
Tow wagon. One's very clean too. Automatic. You get the 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder in these originally. This still has the unleaded gasoline only decal My Pacer still has that too. If we ever get that, let's bring in the interior. That glorious 70s interior. Got 56. This guy's wiping down his car. We're not going to bother him. He's got the trip hazard parade going. All right, here we go. We got this T-Bird. Come on here. Yeah, through here. Let's go through. There, we'll see if we can get what we can. Everybody's got chairs and stuff, so. Got a Continental Mark III Lincoln. I always thought these were kind of underrated vehicles. Nice design. They never really caught on value-wise, but
I need a steering wheel like that.
very nice car. My dad had one when I was a kid. Everybody's over here filming. Got everybody filming in this area now. T-Bird. This one's a base model. I prefer the base model roofline over the Landau personally. It's a 63 Country Squire station wagon. This one's got the 390 Thunderbird FE motor. Go walkaround. He's got all the vintage cooler. It's kind of like one of the forgotten eras of Thunderbird. The Landau. I had a 68 many years ago with the 4-door. So this is a 69 Landau edition. I think these and the early Fox body Thunderbirds are pretty well forgotten. I think that design, most people forgot those existed. Was I think the late 70s, early 80s ones. The kind of ones that are squarish. Not the square bird, but like the Fox body platform ones that are squarish. Ford Woody. Mustang. This guy's got his full picnic setup. Actually, I got a vintage cooler for when I start using my Pacer wagon again. It shows. I don't remember what brand it is. It's not a Coleman. I don't remember what brand it is. This guy's wiping down his rig. Another conference going on back there. All right. I think we can get around this one. We'll bring you what we can. Got the Plymouth Superbird. Coming around. Good because this is where the stage is. It's good to get this before they fire up the old stage. But an LAPD Crown Vic. I drove my Crown Vic. It's outside, parked on the street. Mine's not a police one though. I believe LAPD still uses Crown Vics. No, Pasadena police still has Crown Vics. In fact, they have detective cars the same color as my Crown Vic, which I found out when I rolled up on one. Mine is a civilian model. Got a Thunderbird with the Roadster tonneau cover. Fiberglass, got the Kelsey Hayes wheels, the swing away steering wheel. Federal government did away with those. This thing's got stuff all around it, so we'll just go on through here. 7 Corvette small block. Roadster. It's automatic. It's 98 convertible with a big black Chevy. Barbecue place over there's cranking some tunes. 427 coupe. So it's a 400 horse car. 427 tri-power.
We have a system.
All right, we got a Plymouth. She's got a Hemi. It's the Belvedere 65. Very nice with 4-speed. Shelby GT350 convertible. One thing I found at a sale yesterday, I found 2 of them. There's these little glass plates, like where you put change your keys in. 67 Rose Parade, and it's sponsored by Chrysler, and it has, you know, Plymouth, Dodge trucks, Imperial, Chrysler on it as well. Very nicely when I get the 67 Satellite on the road. Me, since I own a 67 Satellite and I live in Pasadena, so actually blocks from where the Rose Parade is over here. Gonna get through here. I think we're far away enough from the music from the barbecue now. I don't have to short clip. I can still hear the Ramones playing, but I think the mic probably won't pick it up as much, we hope, so I can get through the show. Got a little over an hour before they let the general public in, which is when it gets very, very crowded in here. That's 67 Mustang. I believe they're going to have military demonstrations and whatnot throughout the day. Got a Myers-Manx dune buggy.
That's right, you're 69, I'm 67.
With the metal flake. We're in a Volkswagen bus. He's got a monkey bike in there, a little Honda mini trail. That's fun. Still have a Trail 90 I haven't done anything with. I bought it for my ex-wife years ago, and then she never rode it. And it just sort of sat. A Studebaker pickup. That's a restored example. There's with all those kids in the back. Don't haul your kids around the back of a truck bed these days. They don't like that. That's not a thing anymore. Maybe on private property, but not on the roads. I can remember when I was a kid riding around the back of a pickup truck and on the freeway. Well, there's one at every car show, and there it is. Your 90s throwback, the Crybaby doll. DEA setup here. Ely 3000. British Roadster goodness here.
How you doing?
I'm good. I always tell the story. My uncle, who actually happened to have been a former Marine, had one of these in the 80s, and it got stolen. And a police officer saw it at a random gas station somewhere in LA, wrote down the plate number, called him, said, "Hey, I'd like to buy your Austin Healey." It's like, "What are you talking about? It was stolen." So as a reward, he sold him the Austin Healey back in the 80s. Well, fortunately, we lost him my uncle about 6 months ago. He's a really great guy. There you go, nice 375 horse, 396, 69 Camaro here. He didn't have one of these though. And he also had a Lincoln, mid-60s Lincoln that was stolen too. We never heard about again, but He always wanted to buy another Model A pickup because I think he had one when he was younger. Pat Benatar over there, a 67 Camaro convertible. Take it easy and short clip our way through this section. There's Camaro, this one's a 67 convertible. Very nice. Camaro convertible. U1 Ford. She got a flathead still, or a two-door hardtop. Resto Mod Stingray. Custom interior. Okay, turning the music down finally. I think they're getting ready to start the old sound check there on the stage. So it'd be nice to get through this area. Little hot rod pickup with a flathead.
Check.
I think this guy was parked over on the other side. We didn't see the engine earlier, so yeah, we got it with the bicycles already. That's a nice fire truck. It's got the hula girl on the dash. Cummins 12 valve. Breeze through here. And some of the Tri-5s. So I think I'm gonna have to hurry it up a little bit because so once those doors open, the general public rolls in. Last year was very crowded. There you go, Long Beach Police Department, the paddy wagon. Saw this one at the couple shows last year. It's 55 Nomad. Let's see here. So I actually have owned, only Tri-5s I ever owned, I always mention this, was 257s. I had a 210 wagon, like similar to that. And I had a Bel Air 4-door sedan that I bought from the original owner's daughter, probably in the late 90s. Up in Ventura, I bought it. It was sold, that one was sold new in North Hollywood. So it was kind of a neat car. And I sold it to a guy because I thought he was going to sell me a couple scooters he had. And I was trying to work it as a trade, and he didn't want to do it. And so I wound up selling him the car anyway. Never got the scooters. The 57 wagon, it was a the 4-door sedan was a 283
You're Mike, right?
4-barrel.
I had a 1 in 4 chance, John.
And yeah, it was a 283 4-barrel Power Glide. And the 4-door wagon I had, the 210, was a 6-cylinder 3 on the tree. And I was going to keep it for my ex-wife, and she did not want it. So, how you doing? It's convertible here. So I wound up putting it on eBay. It made some decent money on it, actually. But that was back when eBay was. Is eBay still good for selling cars? I don't know. I used to sell cars on eBay, and I haven't even thought about doing it. I kind of stopped when they came out with that flat fee for selling cars. It was a lot better when it was when they still did the percentage, especially for the lower value stuff.
I love my grill with the original
Couple 57s. 257 convertibles. I said the good old days when we used to just pull 50s cars out of people's yards.
They insisted. You gotta play it right, brother. You buy a car, bro. You buy a car,
I think we didn't get that line yet. So let me finish this line. We'll go back at the other line. I'll do a little walkthrough since they're all tri-5s. How you doing? It's good. Heating up now. There you go. Yeah, these guys are all polishing. I'm not gonna get in there.
We'll give you a boosting.
I think these guys all
I think we're
just
done. Forever.
this is the Bel Air Club.
There we go. Up, 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 up. Yep.
Wouldn't mind like a base model 56 with like a 3-speed and a 6-cylinder. I think that'd be a fun car to own. Something with like a lot of nice patina or something. More of the Tri-5 Club on this side. Nice 57 here. This one's got the caution tags and everything. It's got the treadle vac. I'm actually changing out the treadle vac for a more modern booster and dual master on the 56 Cadillac. That was my dad's. I'll keep all the original stuff in case I ever sell it and someone wants to put it back to that, but it's one upgrade. I want to, so I can take my kid out. I want to know it's, you know, doesn't have the single master unit with the treadle vac, which weren't the greatest units in the world.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah, no problem.
7 Nomad. These cars are kind of close together too.
What do I do with this cookie?
Oh yeah, she likes it.
One upgrade I think you can do to a car, even if it's completely stock, is brakes. Since modern brakes are definitely an improvement, vast improvement over the original equipment. Here, 55 gasser. Box. It's for sale.
Yeah, we've got like, I think I left like 5 of them back.
18,000. I'm not sure. You can probably pause that and read it. It's even got a Pomona sign. Get ready for Pomona. 19th of April, Pomona. Coming up. Still rolling in. Car bringer the shoebox. Not sure if we got this one earlier. No, we did. He's got music on that side, so I better roll around this side. Yeah, we can get this one earlier. This traditional custom going.
Like that.
SoCal Speed Shop, folks. We did their open house right before Grand National Roadster Show back in January. That is on the channel. That was actually a fun event. Kind of glad I went. That was a nice little pre-Grand National video for me, if you will. And I believe they're going to be like the main sponsor at LA Roadsters here on Father's Day weekend in June. And they're cranking the tunes, so we're going to have to short clip here in a minute. I think they're actually doing their sound checks. I looked at the thing, they have a Pearl Jam tribute band. And it's always weird when you see a tribute band for a band you've actually seen live, because it just makes you feel old, because I actually saw Pearl Jam back in the 90s. Military style. Cadillac lowrider. This one actually is a Brome d'Elegance two-door, which is kind of rare, the Brome two-doors. V8. Just kind of getting the vehicles that we didn't get or were covered earlier or rolled in late.
Like the dash or anything?
And we got a whole bunch more on the other side that we didn't get. This Malibu. Patrol vehicle we saw when we got here. Literally, it was in the intro. It's out here and it's parked. Yeah, the Hemi-powered dragster. GS we saw rolling in. Example, kind of a rare muscle car. 67 Pontiac GTO. It's got the Hearst dual gaze. Got an 8-track. What's he got in there? I can't make it out. I can't see it. Printing's too small. Some Mustang.
Oh, and then you put the rear wheel there. Found
Rear body. Crew cab. Truck here. A lot of vendors there. Classic Industries. I bought some stuff from them over the years. We'll just leave it at that. '65 Malibu. Seats on. I got 55 gas. Four-door sedan style. He can take passengers as long as he does his passes. He's got receipts in the back. There's Dart. A 60 Buick LeSabre wagon. Not one you see very often. Oh, I thought that car was, the guy's pushing it. I thought his parking brake was off or something. He's doing something I wasn't supposed to. 64 Chevelle. Pro Street 80 style. It's like straight out of a magazine in the 80s. Very cool. Some of these cars are still covered. I have to go around the chair farm here. Di Tommaso Pantera, the Ford-powered supercar. Okay, I'm gonna have to zigzag this area and figure out what I did and did not get. So, a lot of cars rolled in and a lot of cars were uncovered. So, we shall see. A big block Chevy and a Thunderbird. Seen this one around before. 57 Bird.
Yeah, he told me.
With the Edsel station wagon taillights. Another Di Tommaso Pantera. This one is heavily modified. Mustangs.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yes, sir.
I gotta see how we gotta film this because there's a lot of stuff is rolled in late. Mustang. So 70. It's been widened on. Modern Ferrari. There you go. Owner's asleep at the wheel. Got the Mother's Polish 59 sedan delivery. Right now we got a 59 Impala convertible. I don't remember what okay, now I think I remember what I got over here. Oh, now I remember. Okay. Memory's coming back. I think I filmed one car in this area and then started talking to somebody and walking with them earlier. Alright. If I get the same car twice, I'm sorry, but it might happen.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
It's the nature of the beast here. More nice Chevelles. I'm used to those lowrider shows where everybody's in by like 8 o'clock. And that's it, you know. More Chevelles. This guy's wiping down. I think these guys just got here and they're uncovering their rigs now. So we'll get over here. Pontiac Grand Prix. It's been swapped on.
Literally on the other side. Just took a big old.
I always try to get all the cars at a show if I can. Obviously, there's shows I'll never be able to get. Like, you know, Good Guys in a couple weeks. That I'm not getting every car at that show. But it makes it a little more difficult when people show up late. And you're like, did I get that? You know, especially when it's a car like a 57 Chevy or something where there's obviously going to be many of at a show. So this is what, Grand National. Some of the Cobras over here.
That was the first. That was the
There's
first.
some of the Super Performance cars.
That's the one I think they told her that it's the
It's the GT40 Super Performance car. The Gulf livery.
All those things you're trying to move.
Yeah, so what we do.
You know, one thing is when I do when I zigzag the lines is I try to stop on a vehicle that's like something I'll remember and then jump to the other side. That way I remember where I left off. If that makes any sense. A Chevy pickup. These big adventure rigs, those are quite expensive if you've ever priced one out. The big Mercedes Sprinters that are built out for camping. Go back there, these guys are conferencing. Dodge Charger 440. Said Mopar's in a few weeks at Woodley. Maybe I'll take my van. I don't know, we'll see. Actually, I think somewhere I've got to take my daughter that afternoon, so I probably will just go shoot it.
You get open?
Now we're good.
Did you truck open?
No, we're good. Got the 70 Chevelle here. Cowl induction hood. C10.
This guy, you go to all the local parks. The original first model.
Got a Plymouth Coupe. Check this thing out. That thing is wild. Definitely something a little bit different. Pontiac Catalina station wagon. If it is a factory tri-power, that would be very rare in a station wagon. My father had a factory tri-power 59 Bonneville convertible years ago. They very nearly kept instead of the 56 Eldorado. There's Buick. Now's the fun part, trying to remember what I did and did not film for the last. There's actually a pretty good chunk of vehicles still we haven't got, but check out this Chevelle. 66 Chevelle. Nice seat, nice breeze now. The little cloud cover again. Feeling pretty good. Started getting a little warm there for a minute. It's a nice sea breeze. Great day here at Huntington Beach. Slam Chevy.
Have to get up in the air and clear it, I guess.
I always love the Suburbans, a three-door variety. I see it's funny they're fixed up because I use my Suburban to haul furniture. I actually brought home some really nice furniture like a week ago. I bought some lamps and probably late 1800s table and a couple mirrors. I actually restored this 1920s Art Deco floor lamp that I hauled home a little over a week ago. I already cleaned it all up, rewired it, and new bulbs, got the correct ones that look like candle flames. And there we go, I got a 69 Z28. So I love my Suburban. I hate that it's got a 454 because the fuel economy is not the greatest, but man, they are quite useful, that's what I will say. I've got the way back seat out of it, and then the middle seat is flipped forward, so you get all kinds of stuff in there. I think my thing is I want to get a newer cargo van or a newer van that I could take the seats out of for doing my antiques and things. sell my Dodge, and then I don't know, I'll see about something if I'm gonna keep the Suburban or not. I really like it. I don't have a whole lot in it.
They rebuilt it. They gave me pictures all the way back from that.
When I bought it, I didn't know I was gonna like it so much. Nice K5, 58 Ford Skyliner retractable.
You took the bumper off and everything. You know, the lifestyle, everything.
If I was to put a club, I think they'd if anybody tried to steal it, they'd have to figure out that top before they could move it anyway. That might be a harder feat than defeating that club. There, I got the Malibu here. I think he has it on there because he had this out here all night. That's one of the cars that had a cover on it when I got here. Okay, I got a 64 Chevelle. I know this red Camaro up here I filmed. I did the one car and then stopped. I started talking to somebody. And we wound up walking all the way down to the end where the military vehicles were before I started filming again. So I believe that's how I shot this.
Gas is $7 a gallon.
If my memory serves me correctly. Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird.
Well, I mean, it's found a trend up. It's trying to
But,
run.
It's
yeah,
got
but
the
$1
4-speed.
every week, so lots of weeks. Well, but they gotta pay for
69 Dodge Charger. That's here a lunchbox I still have from when I was a kid. Is my Dukes of Hazzard lunchbox. That is my Evil Knievel. 67 Camaro. Until recently they were on my mantle, now they're in my kitchen on display. I think we're about 5 or 10 minutes before they let the general public in, although I think a lot of them have found their way in anyway. Yeah, we'll see. If I missed your car, you probably drove in late and we're in a section I already covered, so it's very hard for me to remember. I remember what sections I didn't get from here over. Let me show you when I get done filming here. Bronco, this is Mustang. So from like here over there, I didn't get yet, and I know that whole area I did not get. So if I didn't get your vehicle, you either showed up late or was covered when I walked through. I'm very sorry, but I'll probably get you at another show. It's very hard to play whack-a-mole with like what I did not or did not get. There we go, the Speedy Luigi Fiat with a swap. But this is a fun one on the street. Plymouth Belvedere, 2-door sedan. This is Lucky Costa's car, I believe. Yeah, he's got the Motor Trend stuff. The Country Sedan, 1963. I used to drive a white 62 Country Sedan many years ago. Mine had the 352 two-barrel. Many years ago. Just had a Land Cruiser. 45,000. There's your info. This one we've seen at Pomona a few times. Over the years. Yeah, my dad used to sell these new back in the 70s. In between, he was in the film industry, so between film and TV jobs, he'd sell cars many years ago. So 65 Chevrolet Impala, 66 Le Mans convertible.
Yeah, Oregon's good. They end up winning this week.
For all the Pontiac fans,
We lost Friday, right? In the ninth.
I had that 66 Tempest that I wound up selling. I haven't heard from that guy. He was supposed to let me know if he got any progress on it. Yeah, Chevelle Super Sport Big Block, 66. 360 horse, 396. There's that 60 Elko that was covered up when we came through earlier. Shows good. I don't know if you can see, he's got like a stiletto heel shift lever on this one.
Oh yeah.
Covered up when I came through earlier, so we'll get these. This big GM rig. General public's definitely been let in because it's gotten really crowded suddenly. Not too bad, but it's K5 here. Probably try to get as much shot before the general public shows up. That's K5. Not gonna go through. I don't want to get in the middle of the flag there. I actually picked up a very nice, large, extremely large, I would say, 48 star American flag. Old one. Made in the USA, like stitched and everything, not one of those, you know, newer ones at a sale. And I've got to figure out where I'm going to display it in my house now. But, my house built in 1915, so 48 stars is correct for 1915. Fun fact. I think we got the next two. This is the GMC Jimmy. Of course, 48 stars went until 59 when Alaska and Hawaii were admitted to the Union. Anybody that moved coming up. Just to confuse me. Now we'll see how this goes. Should do a U.S. History channel. I'm sure like this kind of is a U.S. History channel. My ex-wife used to say you should have been a history teacher. I'm like, it's probably true, but my daughter says that too. Paradise Fire tribute thing. I guess this was in the fire. Of course, I'm right by Altadena, just south, like less than a mile from the nearest structure that burned, where I'm at. Fortunately, a lot of people did lose their classic vehicles. See, we saw the gasser earlier. I think he moved. He was on the next aisle. It's been a couple hours since we've been over here. 64. I think we didn't get the rest of these though. I think he moved, so that does happen sometimes when you're filming a show. You go, hey, I filmed that Willys already. No, this guy's a regular at Long Beach Swap Meet. Coming up on Easter Sunday. So nice to have something on Easter weekend this year because some years we do not. Okay, so I'm going to try to do that Broadway. I think it's called, I can't remember what it's called. It's on Broadway. It's by the United Artists Theater in downtown LA. Broadway Extravaganza. I can't remember what it's called now. It's in the tentative list. will be in the comments section shortly after the video posts. And it's an afternoon show, which is nice for me because I can do some morning stuff before I head over there. Oval bug. And it sounds like they're going to have a little bit of everything at that show. Nice setting there in front of that beautiful historic United Artists Theater, which was the Ace Hotel for many years. I got a 40. Yes, I still have my 40. I think I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna sell some vehicles. That way I can get to the 40. It's still there. We're gonna start with the van. Yeah, I think van, El Camino, and something else. I don't know what else yet. That's why I haven't decided. I'd say the Untouchables there's another 40. It's a 4-door sedan. The Untouchables are definitely the 40, which I want to keep. I would say the Satellite. Satellite's untouchable. My kid wants the Rambler, so that's untouchable. The Pacer, and then what else? Got this Bel Air Bubble Top 62. I don't want to sell my dad's Cadillac. So many memories, you know. I might, I don't know, we'll see. I still have his Lincoln, his 56 Lincoln. The 56 Lincoln's definitely untouchable. It was my dad's favorite. So I still have that. It's still at my sister's house. She has Biscayne 2-door sedan, 1960. I definitely need to get the collection down. I still want to keep the Caprice because if they do another Power Tour West, that would be a perfect vehicle for it. And then my Mustang, because I've had it for a million years anyway. There's 62 Bel Air. This one's the 2-door sedan. Oh, and the Beetle's untouchable because it was something was for me and my stepfather, and I kind of want to hold on to that one. My stepfather's always been good to us. So yeah, so we need to assess. 38 Ford Woody, perfect for Huntington Beach. Let's go surfing. Surf City, isn't that what they call it here? It's like the Beach Boys song.
Shucks,
This one's out of Utah. Can't imagine there's a lot of surf in Utah, but okay. I've actually never surfed.
I'm driving home and I'm tired. I'm driving this, home and everything, and I see these kids on mini bikes in the middle of the
It's never something I ever attempted. But I think at my age, it probably wouldn't be a good time to start. But I'll just jump over here. Now we're getting a little. This aisle they didn't fill in quite, but we'll do what we can. I got a 69 Camaro. Never attempted. I attempted water skiing once. Those. I attempted snow skiing once. That was a bad idea. 68 Camaro.
What's the center back?
So there's a yapping dog over there. Let me see if I can pull up my phone. I'll look up the exact name of that show next week. I don't think they did a good job promoting it, so I found out about it from a friend of mine who works for LA Magazine. It's called Broadway Motor Gala. That's what it's called. 39 pickup. It's called the Broadway Motor Gala. I said I found out about it from a friend of mine who so you can Google it. Works for LA Magazine, so he got a press release. I didn't see any flyers for it or anything, but great setting for a show. We're gonna have to hurry up a little bit more. I don't want to go down the aisles with too many people, or actually it's not that bad right now. It's got an ATC. Remember the ATCs? Oh, somebody's sleeping in the truck, so I'm glad I didn't go for the interior. I went for the ATC. I don't know if that's an old Honda and they put a Chinese motor in it or what. I had like a Honda 200 ATC many years ago. Briefly. I got in a deal with a scooter. We got it running. We goofed around with it a little bit and then we sold it. That guy's excited for Long Beach. We're early for a car alarm. Long Beach is April 5th. I don't know if it's gonna shut off. It's far away enough. It might not come through the mic that bad, I hope. I'm not gonna go through. He's got the door open. The Chevelle. I really get one of those car alarms that shuts. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Car alarms, the most useless thing on the planet. It's got a bunch of 8-tracks in here. What's he got? Anything good? El Chicano, America, Beach Boys, CCR. Gotta have CCR. Supremes. So he's got more CCR. What's he got in the deck there? Chicago 6. Got a Chicago. What's there? He's got some sort of Motown one. It's like Love Child by the Supremes. I saw Chicago open for the Beach Boys years ago. Speaking of Chicago and the Beach Boys, the Hollywood Bowl. Oh, that car alarm can't take a hit. No one's trying to steal it. Nobody wants your Tesla. Sorry. Teslas have cars. They have those cameras. There he is. Yeah, 55. This is the bad neighbor gasser. There it is. Now it's shut off. It's not my car because my car has like one of those dealer installed alarms and I hate it. But I looked it up and it's too much of a hassle to take it off, and it's one of those that they would install at the dealer, you know, when they put the car on the line, and then they'd upcharge you for it. Nice Chrysler Imperial. This might have been the Imperial by Chrysler at this point. 4-door hardtop. The pod headlights. I always like the pod. Big block goodness. This one's a 63. It's got a 413. That is a chunk of steel right there. Of course, a lot of these were used at demolition derbies back in the day. I love the oval steering wheel. Oh,
Don't want to interrupt you, but I wanted to give you that.
oh, okay. Yeah. On a car corral pass for April 19th. Okay. All right, so a representative from the Pomona swap meet just handed me a free pass to bring a vehicle into the car corral at April 19th Pomona. So I'll drive the Suburban out. I will put that on my refrigerator so I don't forget it. Helps us out. I always pay. People always ask me now. I've always paid to go into Pomona. But he knows I'm going to be there, so it's like, let's give it to Mike. He'll use it. We got the Chrysler. It's a 300 convertible. Like I was at an estate sale in Santa Paula the other day, and somebody's like, "This isn't Pomona." It's like,
this is Blue, this is Brent. He's 5 months.
all right, we got this truck, and then I got one more line of cars, both sides to do. He's probably giving those passes out and realizes Mike will use that. Yes, I will. I think their parking, so you have to look on their website. They knocked one of the roads down. I think Fairplex Drive to one lane or something. The one that runs alongside the drag strip. Well, will someone disconnect the battery on whatever that is with the car alarm, please? That would be great. So you better check if you're. And it's because that's the one people use to go into the car corral area. So maybe we'll get up super early. I'll go up there and I'll hang out until the sun comes up and then film. I'm up for it. The 70 Mustang Boss 302. All right, 67 Aero Super Sport. A billion years ago, when I was in high school, there was an old lady in Culver City, had a yellow with the black bumblebee stripe, just like that on the front. Super Sport non-RS small block Camaro, and I kept asking her if I could buy it, and she was still using it. I never got that car, but I always wonder what happened to it. At the time, it was a very nice original car. This is probably about 1989 or 90 or so. Oh man, I think it's in the park garage. Alright, have me in a boat. Convertible. Okay, now we're a little away from the 59 MC Sprint versus their version of the El Camino. They didn't build a whole lot of them.
Yeah. I'm looking it up. I'm just looking at the welds.
Well, this pace truck, but it's missing the graphics. I'm not going to try to squeeze in there, but you get an idea. They also did Camaros and I believe Corvettes in this color scheme that year. Oh, there's the car alarm again. Somebody give him a Long Beach flyer. He'll be welcome there. Is it on the street? I thought it was in the garage because it has like an echo to it. All right, 69 second gen Econoline Quadravan 4-wheel drive. Pop top. This is what you need for the beach right here. There you go. There you go, camping. He's got a CB. Got the pop top. You can do his cooking. That is how you do it. All right. 59 El Camino. This one's got the it's got 2 4 barrels on a W head, probably a 348. C10, they got a conference going on. Yeah, now we're at the point where there's a lot of people. So Mustang convertible.
Paint gun sprayable version, and I think it came in one other version.
No. Peace.
Got a Datsun 510 station wagon. It's got the Bluebird badges. That's what they were called in Japan. And a permit prowler. This was their attempt at a street rod or hot rod. I remember everyone was kind of angry they didn't go with a V8 in these. For sale. There's the phone number on that one. Chevy truck. Remember them swap meet rolls? Just don't call anything unless if it's been a while since the video. That's why the date is in the beginning of the video. Volkswagen. So 68. A lot of old cars driving by outside. I don't know if they're coming to the show or they can't find a spot. How you doing?
Good work.
Oh, thanks. It's got a big block crammed in there. Look at that. Yeah, I've seen a lot of old cars. I saw a guy I know drove by earlier while I was filming. We're shouting back and forth. Malibu Super Sport. Convertible here. C10. We're going to do this line of cars, and then we got, I'm going to see if there's anything I missed earlier that rolled in late, I should say, in that one little section towards the exit, 67 El Camino. But I'm sure there's stuff I missed because a lot of guys rolled in kind of late. Nice 1960 Buick LeSabre two-door hardtop. Nearly bought one of these many years ago and I'm still kicking myself. Back when they were still kind of cheap. Big Cadillac.
Dad,
62.
Dad.
If I can squeeze there, and there's like a couple chairs back there anyway. At the 61. So we can do a big reach across here. Staying fastback. Oh, that car alarm. Somebody's still taking that guy a while to steal that car, man, you know. I learned my lesson with the first car I had a car alarm installed on, never to do it again. Dead batteries, angry neighbors. Yeah, there's no reason to have a car alarm anymore. There it is. Shut it off again. Nova.
Oh, I see it. Yellow? No. Brown. Oh.
A6 Ford Country Sedan station wagon.
Custom.
Coyote.
Yeah.
Roush.
She's got a modern Roush. Power going.
This is what I would put on the
C10.
Let me get the phone number. Where's the mobile DJ? Hey, how's it going? Good. How are you?
There you go. We got the another C10. It's got a Honda Mini Trail, or sorry, Honda Trail. The Trail 70. It's got the old Honda Del Rey frame. I haven't seen a Honda Del Rey Culver City plate frame. I remember that dealership was still there a billion years ago. 59 Chevy.
Never met you. I've seen your car a few times, and that never
Your
actually
sedan.
said hello. So I go everywhere. Finally doing it.
Come around here. 61 Bel Air 2-door sedan. It is for sale. Just a phone number. So if you like the for sale vehicles, check out the Pomona and the Long Beach videos. And the Turlock when I do that once a year. Back in January. Try to get in there. He's got a conference going on. 78 Trans Am. I had a 77, very similar to this. Back in my Navy days. '64 wagon. We were getting towards the end of this aisle. GT 500. Guessing it's a tribute to Modern Power Plant. Fairlane. Fairlane XL with the buckets. This is the Sport Coupe, sorry. I don't think they called it the XL that year in the Fairlanes.
He just would want to
We got to get what came in late in this section. 73 Charger. So there's only a handful of cars that came in late in this section. I think that will be it for the video after that. It's a long one. So I'm fairly certain this is longer than last year's video of the same event, which is good. This Lincoln Continental.
Ready?
And that's fine. Shelby Series 1 Roadster.
The place is famous for inventing the cheeseburger, supposedly, over by the Rose Bowl.
Come over here. This GT 500. Yeah, this one looks to be a real one. 67. It's got the Marty report and everything. The other side of the car. Yeah, this area over here has gotten a big crowd around it now. I think we got the 56 already. I think we did get that one already. That was there this morning. I'm not going to go back and fix it. It's the end of the video. Alright. 67 Camaro. The 65 lowrider Powell was not here earlier. So we'll get that.
I go like
I
this.
think this is the last one that.
You still got John in your trunk?
There's the Impala here. All right, that's going to wrap things up here in Huntington Beach for Hot Rods and Heroes for 2026. Next week, we're off to downtown LA most likely for the Broadway Motor Gala. And then on Sunday, we've got Long Beach Swap Meet on the 5th. So lots of good stuff. Check the tentative list. Will be in the comments section shortly after the video post. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, leave some comments, and until next time, I'll be seeing you.